Hey guys, this is Ajay here and hope you guys are doing great. I welcome you to this channel. If getting to Canada is your ultimate dream, then I think you should definitely consider subscribing to this channel because I make videos related to the Canadian PR process and also to help you crack your IELTS. So in today's video, we are going to discuss a burning question. Which organization is the best when it comes to getting your ECA? Of late, I have been getting this question from a lot of people, so I thought I should make a video on this. So in today's video, I'm going to compare two important organizations which does the ECA. Number one is the WES and number two, the IQAS. So if you are in the process of doing your ECA, please make sure that you watch this video till the end because you will be able to decide which one to go by the end of this video. So stay tuned. So before we get deep into today's video, first let us try to understand what ECA is all about. ECA stands for Education Credential Assessment. So what does it actually mean? So in case if you have done your education outside Canada, then the government of Canada wants to know what is the Canadian equivalency. So based on the Canadian equivalency report, they are going to give you marks under their education when you are applying under express entry process. So this is really important because without an ECA, you cannot create an express entry profile. And remember guys, this ECA is valid for 5 years when you're creating an express entry profile. So let us assume that you have an ECA which is dated 2016, then in 2020 it is actually valid. Right? So make sure that you have a valid ECA before you go and enter the express entry pool. There are multiple organizations which does this ECA. To name a few, WES, IQAS, ICES, CES and quite a few. In today's video, I'm going to compare two of the most popular organizations, WES and IQAS. There are few similarities between them and there are few differences. And remember guys, there is no one suiting all when it comes to getting your ECA done. So if your profile if you want to know what is the best for your particular education in your home country, then stick with me till the end so that you understand all the different cases which is going to be discussed in this video and you will be able to figure out which organization you should choose in order to get your ECA. Okay guys, now let us look at the best ECA organization. Let's do a comparison between WES and IQAS. So first, let us talk about the timeline. On the website of WES, they have clearly mentioned that it's going to take somewhere between 30 to 45 days to get your ECA report done. But wherein when it comes to IQAS, their website clearly has mentioned 4 to 6 months time. So obviously the clear-cut winner here is WES, and the main reason why WES is popular is because of the timeline, right? So when compared to every other organization, WES is the fastest, right? So this is a big advantage. And second, when you look at the cost, WES is going to cost you 230 Canadian dollars, whereas IQAS is going to cost you 275 Canadian dollars, given both are normal courier. Okay, so I'm just assuming you're going with a normal post, right? So it is going to be 230 for WES and 275 for IQAS. Coming to the list of documents required, WES requires you to submit the degree certificate, a photocopy of your degree certificate, and it also requires that your transcripts. And WES is very particular that the university has to send the transcripts to WES, right? So you cannot do it. The university has to send the scripts directly to WES, right? So these are the documents required. When it comes to IQAS, the big advantage here is that you shall actually send the transcripts to IQAS, right? So there is an option where you can actually send it. So this is going to be a real deal breaker if in case your university is not willing to do this process or you feel that they are very slow in that time, like you can actually get this thing done. You can actually get your transcripts and you can get the degree certificate photocopy. You can get it signed and sealed. You can put that on an envelope and you shall send it across to IQAS, right? So that's an advantage to a lot of people where your university is not cooperating with you in sending the documents. Next, when it comes to WES, some PG universities are not listed. So this is a real problem with WES. Okay, so many universities, I have personally encountered this with many of my clients. Some universities are not recognized by WES. So which means if the university is not recognized, or if it is not listed under their recognized university list, then what happens is that you won't be getting the equivalency. Let us assume that you have done a bachelor's and a master's, and if the master's university is not recognized by WES, then you are going to get only a bachelor's equivalency, even though in spite of doing your master's degree. Okay, so some PG universities are not listed by WES, and when it comes to IQAS, even those few universities which are not recognized by WES is recognized by IQAS. So that's an advantage, right? So in case if your university is not recognized by WES, then you have an option to go with IQAS. Most of the times IQAS recognizes that university, right? So you can check that out on forums or on Google, or you can even write to IQAS to understand whether the university is recognized or not, right? So this is an IQAS has an advantage over WES in this particular aspect. Next thing is that WES has an equivalency tool available on their website, whereas IQAS doesn't have an equivalency tool. So in case if you want to go with WES, all you need to do is just go to WES website, and you can go to the equivalency tool. You can punch in your details, the details of your degree, UG and PG degrees, and you can see an equivalency report. Okay, so that is a tentative report. You cannot use it for any official purpose, but it gives you a fair idea about what report you're going to receive. Okay, so but that tool is not available in IQAS. This is actually a downside to IQAS. And the next point is that only premium MBAs get a master's equivalency, right? When it comes to WES, if you have done your MBA from say like IITs or IIMs, then you get a master's equivalency. Non-premium masters or MBAs are generally considered as a second 1-year diploma degree, or they even consider that as a bachelor's degree. So when it comes to the equivalency, what you get is 2 or more degrees. Okay, so that is the equivalency that you get with WES. But in IQAS, even the non-premium MBAs get a master's equivalency. So this is actually a very big advantage. So we'll be discussing about this in detail in the upcoming slides. So just try to understand, only premium MBAs in India gets a master's equivalency, whereas even non-premium MBAs get a master's equivalency in IQAS. Okay, so please remember this. So now I have taken 4 different cases, and I'm going to explain each and every case one by one. So you'll be able to recognize, or you'll be able to identify which case you fall under, and that will help you to take a decision on which organization you should choose to get your ECA done. So the first case is that you have only a bachelor's degree. Okay, so in case if you have only bachelor's degree, first you need to check whether it is listed in WES. If it is listed, if your institution is recognized by WES, then close your eyes, go for WES. Okay, in case if your university is not recognized by WES, then see if IQAS is recognized, whether that university is recognized by IQAS. You can check that out on Quora, or there are so many forums available on the internet. You can check that out. Someone who has already done their education from your institute must have undergone the same process, so they might have inquired about this. There might be some piece of information on the internet, so try to get that information and then go with IQAS. Okay, so if you're having bachelor's degree and if that university or the institution is listed, close your eyes, hands down, go for WES, because the processing time is very quick. If your university is not listed, then go with IQAS. Case number 2 is if you're having a bachelor's degree and you also have a 1-year PG diploma degree, then this is also very simple. So here in this case you have 2 degrees, one is bachelor, second one is a 1-year diploma or a 2-year diploma. In that case, again check whether whether your university is listed in WES. If your university is recognized by WES, then close your eyes again, go with WES. If your university is not recognized by WES, then go with IQAS. You have a fair chance that your PG will also get evaluated, right? So you will get 2 or more degrees equivalency. Okay, now moving on to case number 3. So case number 3, if you are having a bachelor's degree and you have a master's degree from a premium institution. Okay, so in this case it is very simple. Hands down, the winner is WES. You can go with WES. Okay, so no questions asked, you can go with WES straight away, because premium institutions gets a master's degree. Okay, now coming to case 4, you have a bachelor's degree and also a master's degree, but this time you have done your master's from a non-premium institution. Then what should you do? Then you should definitely consider going with IQAS. Alright, so most of the people, most of the MBAs, MCAs, MS is from a non-premium institution here. Most of you, not everyone here who's opting to go to Canada must have done their MBA or masters from IITs or IIMs. So not everyone does that. So in that case, then I think you should definitely consider IQAS. So these are the different cases, right? IQAS is going to be a deal breaker if you have done your master's degree from a non-premium institution, because what it actually does is you get 7 valuable points. All right. So in case if you have done your, let us assume that you have done your master's degree from a non-premium institution, and if you are going with WES, then you are going to get 2 or more degree certificates. So that's the equivalency that you're going to get. But if you are going with IQAS, they are going to give you a master's equivalency. Now, let us try to understand what is going to be the difference in points when it comes to 2 or more degrees or masters. Okay, the difference is 7 points on your CRS. Okay, so 7 CRS points is very valuable. If you feel that you should definitely, if you feel that this point is going to make or break your application, then you should go with IQAS. So very simple, guys. Case number 5 is very simple. If you have enough points to get an ITA, even with 2 or more degree certificate, then go with WES. If timing is very important, if your birthday is coming very soon, then if you're worried about you will lose that 5 points on your birthday, your intention is to enter the pool ASAP, then go with WES, because 2 or more degree itself is giving you enough points to fetch an ITA. Then go with WES. If you believe that 7 points is going to have a big impact on your ITA, then hands down go with IQAS. Alright, so these are the different cases, and I strongly believe that you should consider IQAS if you have done your masters from a non-premium institution. Alright guys, now I believe that you have some clarity on which organization you should choose in order to get your ECA report done. So before I close this video, I would like to share a real-time case study, right? So this happened with my client. So my client has done his masters from a non-premium institution. So initially he started the process with WES, and then he understood that WES is not giving master's equivalency. So that is when he got associated with Maple Assistance, and we actually went ahead with IQAS, right? So I was actually worried, because like this guy has very good points, but going with IQAS, it's going to take some time. So I was quite skeptical about it, but he was really insisting on getting that 7 points. So in spite of making the payment to WES, he made sure that he wanted to go with IQAS. So we again went ahead with IQAS, and to all of our surprise, so he received a master's equivalency from IQAS in less than 2 months time. So in that case, IQAS is absolutely great, right? So IQAS has started its operation again in the month of May 2020, and now I believe that 4 to 6 months is not the time. They are actually processing quite a few applications are getting processed really fast. Okay, so even if you are able to get your report in 3 months time, and if you are able to get that 7 points extra, I believe that it is totally worth it, because right now you know how the CRS score is dropping. It is dropping point by point. So 7 points is going to make a huge impact on your profile, especially people who are going to enter the pool with 460s or 465s. 7 points is going to make or break your application. So I believe that IQAS is a very good option in case if you have done your masters from a non-premium institution. So that's it from me, guys. I hope you really liked this video. If you did so, then please share it with your friends, and also smash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I don't know what is stopping you. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. And stay tuned guys, I'll be coming up with more videos very soon. And if you want to discuss with me regarding your express entry profile, then you have a chance. So I have given the link down below there in the description. You can book a call and you can discuss your express entry profile and your doubts with me. So that's it from me guys. I'll see you very soon with another video. Until then, it is Ajay signing off. Take care.